What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a segment I like to call CombatCast BITS. Now, the following you're about to watch is an interview conducted with CFC owner Nick Lee on the day of his event CFC Homeland 2 at Marrock Fitness Gym on July 29th, 2023. Now, despite Nick being very busy setting up the event, making sure everything was running smooth, he was kind enough to allocate me 5 minutes of his time. So Nick, thank you very much. And now, enjoy the interview. Okay, so right now I am with CFC founder. Please state your name, full name please.
Hi, my name is Nick. I was originally born in Singapore, but I've been living here for a long time, and I'm the founder and CEO of CFC.
All right. Nick, so I got a question. When did you first venture into combat sports and just MMA in general?
Well, that's complicated, but I was 15, 16 at the time, and then was able to watch some UFC videos, and then I just decided to pick up mixed martial arts, and then the rest was history, pretty much, yeah.
All right. And tell me about the conception, the birth of CFC.
The birth of CFC. So the birth of CFC happened during COVID.
Oh yeah.
Truth be told, I was bored.
Good reasoning.
Wanted to try a new venture, and I've always had interest in organizing events and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty much the birth of CFC. And at the time, there were a lot of professional and amateur athletes living here that did not have opportunities to fight or whatnot. So most of them asked me if I was able to organize something, and then I did, and that was kind of the birth of the CFC, yes.
Yeah, in regards to athletes who compete at your events, how do you find them? How do you recruit them, or just in general?
We got three different ways. We've got word of mouth, which is probably our biggest platform. People telling people, and then people knowing people. And then another way is through our social media, because we're pretty active on our socials. We do regularly upload contents featuring athletes, our athletes, and our events and whatnot. And then the third one is myself, I guess, just years of being in the industry and the community, and just knowing people and whatnot. Yep.
Okay. And yeah. Your first event, so an interesting backstory about your first event, that your page, I've seen on your page,
yeah.
It was hosted during when Thailand was under a very strict period of lockdowns.
Yeah.
So how did you manage to, get around all that?
Right, so we were basically able to get the approval from the local district. They gave us a big list of rules and policies to follow if we were to run an event, and we basically followed that. And it was a pretty simple policy. It wasn't that complicated. It was basically a no audience event. So we basically ran a no audience studio kind of show. Yeah.
Okay, so I have to ask, 3 years from now from that event, where was it actually held? Because I remember watching from a YouTuber named Retired and Working For You. He said it was at a secret underground place.
Yeah.
He didn't tell. But I want to ask you in person, where was it actually held?
Chonburi, a little bit south from Bangkok.
Chonburi, wow.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Man, I'm blown away.
Yeah, but it was all done legally. It was legally approved and everything. But just that there was a lot of rules we had to follow, checking for vaccine and what's that test again?
The ATK test.
ATK test. Only a maximum amount of people are allowed,
right.
No audience. There's a limited amount of fights we could have, and all that kind of stuff, yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
So it was a lot, but we did it.
So, okay, I guess this is my final question for
Sure.
you then. What are your future plans for CFC, Are we going to see an expansion outside of Thailand? Are we going to see more title fights like the one we're seeing here tonight?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a tough question to answer, because truth be told, we do every show, one show at a time, because we're not sure. We're not like a super rich promotion backed by millionaires or rich companies. We're actually we're outcasts. We're street kids,
You're humble.
No, we're a bunch of dumbasses that try to make an event work, So Yes. To answer your question, we do have dreams, ambitions, plans to expand because the entire CFC has two objectives, the reason for the promotion. One is to help young new athletes elevate their careers into higher heights. We want to see them go to one championship, the UFC, Bellator, PFL, the list goes on. We want to see them, because I was a fighter and during my time there wasn't opportunities around. So I want to give it back to the community. And reason number two for CFC is to really elevate the level and show the world what Southeast Asia has in terms of mixed martial arts talent. So that's the two main objectives of the promotion.
It's a very noble mission, Nick. Well, thank you very much for your time, Nick.
No problem.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you too.